One of the very distinctive aspects of this exhibition is that we are recreating the studio that Blake used in Hercules Buildings in Lambeth in the 1790s. This was his great period when he was making his most famous and influential illuminated books, and the extraordinary series of monotypes, as we might call them nowadays, the large prints, Newton and so forth, in 1795.
Medieval illuminated manuscripts, as the epithet suggests, were not only text, but they were illuminated with designs that interweaved paragraphs of the text, that had lead letters that were in images. Sometimes more than half of the sheet would be illuminated with a design, with an image. Conventional illustrated books were produced for centuries in two completely different workshops, managed by what we would call a publisher today, a bookseller before. And the bookseller would receive the manuscript and edit it and decide whether it was to be illustrated. If it was to be illustrated, he would commission an artist to make the illustrations, and then an engraver to copy them. By Blake realizing that if he used stop-out varnish to write his text in reverse on the plate and draw his design around and interleaving it, that he could print both his text and illustration in the same press in his own studio. And this allowed him to circumvent political constraints that might be imposed by some form of censorship, like the wars with France and other. So it gave him absolute freedom.
But this is really the first time that we've been able to give the public an impression of how Blake worked, how he actually made the prints that we were looking at in the exhibition. And that, I think, is going to be very exciting indeed.